Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Tennessee currently sitting at 9th in the On3 industry rankings for the class of 2025. But look, they've still got an opportunity to move up in those rankings. Got a big one coming up on Saturday. Everybody knows, everybody has been waiting for the commitment of five-star offensive tackle David Sanders. He comes off the board on Saturday at 1:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Tennessee is trending. I like where the Vols are at. I think they add the number 2 overall player in the country for this class of 2025. We're going to be covering that live right here on the Talkin VAWLS Network. We'll go live around 12:15 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll break it down. We'll take you all the way up to the decision. You've also got an elite 4-star defensive back in Onus Conan-Banny that's set to commit on August the 23rd. I think he is trending to Tennessee. But a lot of people say, is that it? Are we done? Is it over for the class of 25 after those 2 commitments come off the board? You got to think you're going to have some guys that move up the rankings with their senior seasons. You're going to have some different evaluations that take place throughout the fall. And also, you got to look for some flips, particularly if Tennessee's has some success out on the field like we're all expecting in this 2024 season. But there are a couple of names to keep an eye on right now that could be flipping to Tennessee. One of those dropped this last night. Christian Garrett, 4-star defensive lineman, has decommitted from Georgia, he tells On3 Recruits. The 6'4", 278-pound defensive lineman from Bogart, Georgia, had been committed to the Bulldogs since June. Now, it's very interesting here. Some of you may say, does Tennessee have a shot here at Christian Garrett? It's very interesting if you look down to the bottom right. Go look at the comments on that tweet from Hayes Fawcett. The first guy you see, defensive lineman Ethan Utley, Tennessee commit, says, I know where you want to be. So the Vols have a shot. He committed to Georgia over Clemson, Georgia Tech, Tennessee, and USC. Christian Garrett was also the highest rated defensive lineman that was in Georgia's class. So this is a huge prospect, a huge opportunity for Tennessee. Why wouldn't you want to come play for Rodney Garner? Do the Vols have a shot? We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about another target that Tennessee could potentially be flipping, but I need you guys to do me a favor. Do that YouTube stuff. Smash the thumbs up just below the video. It's quick, free, easy, and it helps the channel. We would greatly appreciate it. Also, we've started a new thing around here, attack the comment section. You guys are flooding the comments with GBO and orange emojis, and that helps the channel. If you don't know what to say or don't have a question, just go to the comments, put a GBO. We would appreciate it. Also, if it's your first time here, welcome. We're not experts here. We're not insiders. We're not media. We don't pretend to be any of that. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like that, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. We're live every Tuesday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, playing EA Sports College Football, but talking all things Tennessee football. It's a fun hangout. It's a fun conversation. Also, you guys have an opportunity to come on and go head-to-head with me on EA Sports College Football. So that's fun. Every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we're talking Tennessee football. We're talking recruiting. So join us for that. Also, Saturday, we'll be covering the commitment of David Sanders. Sundays, every Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we have a fan call-in show. You guys come on, drive the show. It's always fun. We got a special guest coming up this Sunday, Sports Talk Jay is going to be in the house this upcoming Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So don't miss it. Come hang out. All kinds of fun content coming your way because football time is here. But let's talk about Christian Garrett. You can see the profile there on the screen, 6'4", 290 pounds. Again, the highest rated defensive lineman in Georgia's class. You can see how high On3 is on him. On3 has him as the 62nd best player in the country, 5th best defensive lineman. The industry rankings, he's inside the top 50, comes in 129th nationally, 11th best defensive lineman in the country, again, according to the On3 industry rankings. There's no scouting report out there, but as a junior, Garrett had 86 tackles, 9 TFLs, 5 sacks, an interception, tallied over 140 tackles across 3 seasons. Back in March, he was in Knoxville for a visit, and this is a quote he said about his game. He said, "They see me as a versatile 3 technique, so I could play 0 all the way through 5. It would be just whatever they need at the time to be able to create mismatches. That is what I'm all about. I can create mismatches with my size and speed coming off the ball." Now, does Tennessee legitimately have a shot here? Steve Wiltfong put out an update earlier today, said Georgia Tech is quickly trending on the On3 RPM recruiting prediction machine. The Yellow Jackets were a finalist the first time around alongside Tennessee and never stopped communicating. Vanderbilt and Stanford are 2 others Garrett will be eyeing, a source tells On3. We'll see if the Vols aim to get back into it. Now, Matt Ray also put out an update on Christian Garrett because he was asked after the decommitment came out last night while we were live on the fan call-in show. This news broke. Somebody asked Matt Ray about it on the VolQuest message board, said, will Tennessee pursue here? He says, yes, Tennessee was a finalist. I would watch Georgia Tech, though. They made a real move ahead of the official visits. Then he got on as official to Georgia and committed. Tech was a real player then and have not stopped pursuing him since then. And that's worth noting, too. Tennessee was scheduled to get an official visit. That official visit did not take place because he took the official to Georgia. He committed. They strong-armed him. He committed, and he was locked down at that point. No more official visits. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see if Tennessee's able to get back in communication, maybe get Christian Garrett on campus for an official visit this upcoming season. But why would you not want to come play for Rodney Garner? You know, I've read some of the interviews with Christian Garrett, and he talks about getting developed and getting to that next level. And I think what better place to do that than with Rodney Garner. And we're seeing what an impact he is making, not only recruiting, his evaluations, his ability to recruit, also his development, seeing guys go to the league. We played the quote from Joshua Josephs last night. He's giddy, man. Joshua Josephs is ready to go out there and play football. He says nobody's going to be able to stop our defensive line. So Christian Garrett's a guy decommitted from Georgia. Tennessee is going to pursue here. We'll see what takes place. But I mentioned last night on the fan call-in show that there was another name to keep an eye on for Tennessee to potentially flip. And we're going to take a look at that one now. Let me get it pulled up on the screen. And that is four-star linebacker Jaden Harmon, 6'1", 205 out of Rome, Georgia. Again, another elite prospect. We're talking about Tennessee just inside the top 10. David Sanders still set to come off the board. Onis Konanbanny still set to come off the board. You find a way to flip Christian Garrett, an elite prospect. You find a way to flip Jaden Harmon, another elite prospect. I think Tennessee still has a shot to climb into that top 5. Now, he committed to Alabama on April the 14th over Auburn, Clemson, Florida State, LSU, Ohio State, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Tennessee, and Texas. Now, a little birdie off the record told me that Tennessee had a very good shot at flipping Jaden Harmon. And then VolQuest put out an update on Friday saying that Tennessee's looking to add another linebacker. They've circled back around to Harmon, and they are having some conversations there. It says it's all going to depend on whether or not Tennessee can get him back in town for a visit. So that's something to watch with Christian Garrett. Does he go quickly? Does he know he wants to go to Georgia Tech? Because that's where the RPM tells you. The RPM's not always accurate. So we'll see how that plays out. Same thing with Jaden Harmon. Can Tennessee get him back on campus? Because he told BamaOnline.com, he said, I am officially locked down to Alabama. I'm locked down. I'm 100% Alabama. But, you know, we've heard that before. We've heard that with other commitments, with other recruits, that I'm locked down and then they go take a visit. Well, if you're locked down, why are you taking visits? If you're locked down, why are you having conversations? If I'm committed and I'm 100% locked into Tennessee, I'm not answering the phone when Alabama calls. I'm not answering the phone when Georgia calls. I'm locked in. So take that for what it's worth with Bama Online putting out an update earlier this morning saying Jaden Harmon is locked in. Now, there was a great evaluation from Charles Powers from on3.com. Says Jaden Harmon is a fun prospect to watch on film. He's a guy who plays at top speed with physicality, plays in space often, kind of as an outside linebacker at Rome High School in Georgia. He's a hair-on-fire defender, plays with a high energy level, runs sideline to sideline, has excellent play speed. He closes quickly, makes plays behind the line of scrimmage, very effective as a blitzer, runs down plays from the backside on backside pursuit. Really an eraser, defending the quick game in the flat. He can get out to the receivers quickly, triggers and fires to the ball at a high rate, finishes with physicality, a striker who drives through ball carriers and tackles with form. So, again, that's a scouting report from Charles Power over at on3.com. Jaden Harmon is an elite player. Christian Garrett is an elite player. So the question to you today, do you think Tennessee is done after David Sanders and Onis Konanbanny come off the board, or do they still have a shot at that top 5 class? Couple of names to keep an eye on. Christian Garrett just recently decommitted from Georgia. Jaden Harmon says he's locked into Alabama, but a little birdie told me Tennessee has a very, very good shot. Do me a favor on the way out the door. Smash that thumbs up. Think about joining the channel. If you like the videos, the content, the live streams around here, we need your support. We don't do this based off of ad revenue. We do this off of fan funding. We are grateful to every single one of you guys that support this channel, whether it's smashing the thumbs up, being subscribed, sharing out the links. But if you want to financially contribute, hit that join button. It's $1 a month. You get custom Talkin VAWLS emojis. You get access to the fan call-in shows. We start at the Talkin VAWLS elite level, and then we work our way down all the way to the bottom if possible. But think about hitting that join button. We would appreciate it. You can also go check out the Talkin VAWLS Vols merchandise. We got brand new merch. Check this out, Vol World Order, because if you're talking Vols, you're talking Vols for life. You can go to bonfire.com/store/talking Vols. If you look, every single design, you can customize whatever style, whatever color, whatever you want is there. Go check it out. Again, the link to that is in the description, but the brand new VWO shirts, we got Cruton with Boogie and the coaches. Lurker, all you lurkers in the chat, if you're sitting down there but you never comment or you never chime in, that shirt is for you. Knoxville checkerboard, chosen one, all kinds of fun merchandise. Bonfire.com/store/talking Vols. But that is going to do it for this one. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Jump in the comment section. Let's get into it, because this is the Talkin Vols Network. My name's Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.